1.11 Acceleration 2. In our last lesson, we figured out how to find the final velocity if the initial velocity of Mr. Loy's car is 40 miles per hour. And the car accelerates at 10 miles per hour per second. That means go up by 10 every time. What is the final velocity after 4 seconds? So this is going to be that. We add 10 every time because that's the acceleration. So we know that the final velocity is 80 miles per hour. But is there a formula for this? Well, first of all, this one is 40 plus 10. This is really 40 plus 10 plus 10. This is 40 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. This is 40 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, right? So when time is 1, we have 1 10. When time is 2, we have 2 10s. When the time is 3 seconds, we have 3 10s. When the time is 4 seconds, we have 4 10s. So we can, instead of writing 10 plus 10, we can write 2 times 10. This is 3 times 10. This is 4 times 10. And this is really 1 times 10. We see that the time is just right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the time is 100 seconds, it will be 40 plus 100 times 10. That will be 1040. And if the time is just t, it would be 40 plus t times 10. That's it. But what is the 40 here? The 40 here is the acceleration. And what is the, 40 here is the initial velocity, because we started at 40. What is the 10 here? 10 is the acceleration. Okay. So that means that the final velocity has to equal the initial velocity plus t times a. But the way we write that is just we can just write at. That's the same as t times a. T times a is the same as a times t, which is the same as at. So that's why we have this formula. So Vf is Vi plus at. Vi is the initial velocity. Vf is the final velocity. T is time, a is acceleration. Let's look at some examples. The initial velocity of Mr. Mike's car is 80 miles per hour. His car accelerates at negative 15 miles per hour per second. What is the final velocity of his car after 3 seconds? Okay. All right. We have a formula here. We know that the initial velocity is 80. The acceleration is negative 15. We know time is 3 seconds. And we want the final velocity. Okay. Here is our formula. Okay, so Vf is, we don't know. We can keep that as Vf. We know Vi, that's 80. Plus, acceleration is negative 15. Time is 3. We multiply first. So this becomes 80 minus 45, which is 35. So the final velocity is 35 miles per hour. Because the miles per hour comes from here. Example 2. What is the acceleration of the car if it can accelerate from 10 miles per hour to 50 miles per hour in 8 seconds? So for this one, we know that we want acceleration. We know that initial velocity is 10. final velocity is 50 times 8. Once again, here's our formula. So VF is 50, VI is 10, we don't know A, times 8. For this one, we subtract 10 from each side, and we get 40 equals A times 8. Okay. Let me make more space. And now we divide both sides by 8. So here we divide by 8, divide by 8. When we do that, we get 5 equals A. So the acceleration is 8 miles per hour per second. Next, example 3. If the final velocity is 40, the acceleration is 6, and the time is 5, what is the initial velocity? Okay. So final velocity is 40 kilometers per hour. Acceleration is 6 kilometers per hour per second. Time is 5. We want to find the initial velocity. Same formula. VF is 40 equals VI, we don't know, plus A is 6, time is 5. Multiply the 6 and the 5, we get 30. Subtract 30 from each side, and we get 10 equals VI. This means that the initial velocity is 30 kilometers per hour. We get that from here.